Cost approach appraisal questions. Question 1. A licensee preparing for an inspection period must recognize an independent supported opinion of value developed through a recognized valuation process. Which concept does this describe? Option A, a potential gross income. Option B, adjustment. Option C, physical deterioration. Option D, appraisal. The correct answer is option D, appraisal. Licensing and professional standards govern who may provide regulated the formal valuation services. The assignment requires identification of the property rights, intended use, effective date, and relevant market data. The report should explain the reasoning and evidence supporting the conclusion. Question 2. Which answer correctly classifies a situation involving a dollar or percentage change made to a comparable to reflect a difference from the subject? Option A, adjustment. Option B, conformity. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, external obsolescence. The correct answer is option A, adjustment. If the comparable is superior, the comparison change is generally downward, while an inferior comparable is adjusted upward. The process seeks to make each sale indication more comparable to the property being valued. The comparable is adjusted, not the subject property. Question 3. At a buyer consultation in Ann Arbor, Jonah explains an increase in a lesser property's value due to the influence of superior neighboring properties. Which real estate principle is involved? Option A, adjustment. Option B, progression. Option C, contribution. Option D, appraisal. The correct answer is option B, progression. The opposite influence is commonly described when an expensive property is surrounded by inferior properties. The benefit reflects surrounding quality rather than a physical change to the subject. Market perception can raise the value of a modest home located among more expensive homes.
Stressed about your CFE? We can take CFE for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 4. A transaction file for a retail suite raises an issue involving the relationship between net operating income and value expressed as a percentage. Which answer best resolves the classification? Option A, cost approach. Option B, market value. Option C, capitalization rate. Option D, replacement cost. The correct answer is option C, capitalization rate. Dividing stabilized net operating income by this rate produces a direct capitalization value estimate. Higher perceived risk commonly corresponds with a higher required rate and a lower value, all else equal. The rate should reflect market expectations for comparable investments. Question 5. Which concept should a closing agent apply to facts involving potential gross income adjusted for vacancy and collection loss plus other property income? Option A, progression. Option B, functional obsolescence. Option C, external obsolescence. Option D, the effective gross income. The correct answer is option D, effective gross income. It recognizes that not every unit will remain occupied and every charge will be collected. The figure estimates revenue reasonably expected from normal operations. Operating expenses are deducted afterward to determine property minus level income. Question 6. Caleb is studying a rule concerning the total loss in value from all causes affecting an improvement. Which term should be chosen? Option A, the accrued depreciation. Option B, market price. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, income capitalization approach. The correct answer is option A, accrued depreciation. The amount includes physical deterioration, functional problems, and external influences. The analysis concerns value loss rather than accounting depreciation for tax reporting. It is deducted from cost new in the cost approach. Question 7. When a subdivision lot transaction involves loss in value caused by outdated design, layout, or building features, which answer identifies the controlling concept? Option A, regression. Option B, functional obsolescence. Option C, contribution. Option D, market price. The correct answer is option B, functional obsolescence. Some deficiencies are curable, while others cost more to correct than the value they add. An inefficient floor plan or inadequate utility can reduce market appeal. The condition can originate within the property even when the building is physically sound. Question 8. A practice question describes the principle that value is supported when a property is reasonably consistent with surrounding properties. Which response is best in the offer review described after reviewing transaction document 8? Option A, sales comparison approach. Option B, income capitalization approach. Option C, conformity. Option D, substitution. The correct answer is option C, conformity. Overimprovement may not return its full cost when it exceeds neighborhood expectations. Complete uniformity is not required, but severe incompatibility can reduce value. Similarity in use, size, quality, and style can improve market acceptance.
Are you looking for CFE actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access CFE study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get CFE answer key today.
Question 9. During a lease negotiation, which principle is illustrated by a valuation method combining land value with the depreciated cost of improvements? Option A, replacement cost. Option B, contribution. Option C, reproduction cost. Option D, cost approach. The correct answer is option D, cost approach. The method is useful for newer or special purpose improvements with limited sales data. Land is valued separately because it is not depreciated in the same manner as buildings. The analyst estimates replacement or reproduction cost and subtracts accrued depreciation. Question 10. Which answer states the concept associated with the amount a property feature adds to or subtracts from overall value? Option A, contribution. Option B, net operating income. Option C, functional obsolescence. Option D, market price. The correct answer is option A, contribution. The cost of an improvement does not necessarily equal its market impact. Buyer preferences and local market expectations determine the feature's market impact. This principle guides adjustment analysis and renovation decisions. Question 11. A listing broker handling a cooperative unit in Novi must identify a valuation method converting expected income into an indication of value. Which choice is correct? Option A, conformity. Option B, income capitalization approach. Option C, progression. Option D, appraisal. The correct answer is option B, income capitalization approach. Net operating income and an appropriate capitalization rate are central to direct capitalization. The analysis focuses on the property's ability to produce future benefits. This method is commonly applied to investment property. Question 12. During a due diligence meeting for a duplex in East Lansing, Leah needs to identify the rule described as the most probable price a property should bring under typical conditions in an open and competitive market. Which answer applies? Option A, functional obsolescence. Option B, comparative market analysis. Option C, market value. Option D, sales comparison approach. The correct answer is option C, market value. The estimate assumes informed parties, reasonable exposure, and no unusual pressure to act. Financing terms and special concessions must be analyzed when they distort the transaction. It is an opinion based on market evidence rather than the amount one particular person happens to pay. Question 13. A associate broker is reviewing a warehouse in Silver Spring. Which term describes loss in value caused by wear, damage, age, or deferred maintenance? Option A, net operating income. Option B, effective gross income. Option C, conformity. Option D, physical deterioration. The correct answer is option D, physical deterioration. It is distinct from design problems and outside economic influences. The condition may be curable when repair cost is economically justified. Structural wear and short-lived component failure are common examples. Question 14. At a property management audit, a Michigan exam candidate encounters the following description: the current cost to create an exact duplicate using substantially the same design and materials. Which concept is being tested? Option A, reproduction cost. Option B, replacement cost. Option C, contribution. Option D, external obsolescence. The correct answer is option A, reproduction cost. Obsolete features may make the amount exceed the cost of a modern equivalent. Accrued depreciation must still be considered for an existing building. This estimate can be important for historic or architecturally distinctive improvements. Question 15. Elena is assisting with a vacant parcel transaction in Detroit. Which principle applies when the facts involve the legally permissible, physically possible, financially feasible use that produces maximum value? Option A, the effective gross income. Option B, highest and best use. Option C, capitalization rate. Option D, physical deterioration. The correct answer is option B, highest and best use. Land is considered as vacant and the improved property is also considered as currently developed. The conclusion may differ from the property's current use when another use is reasonably probable. The analysis tests potential uses in a logical sequence. Question 16. Which answer most accurately identifies a factor derived from comparable sales by dividing sale price by gross rent in a real estate transaction? Option A, the accrued depreciation. Option B, capitalization rate. Option C, gross rent multiplier. Option D, income capitalization approach. The correct answer is option C, gross rent multiplier. The multiplier provides a quick value indication when properties have similar expense relationships. It uses gross income and does not directly account for individual operating expenses. Consistency in the rent period is essential when applying the factor. Question 17. A question arising during contract revision concerns effective gross income minus operating expenses before debt service and income taxes. Which choice gives the best classification? Option A, conformity. Option B, market value. Option C, capitalization rate. Option D, net operating income. The correct answer is option D, net operating income. Mortgage payments and depreciation deductions are not treated as operating expenses in the calculation. This measure reflects property operations rather than the owner's financing choices. The result is used in income capitalization and investment analysis. Question 18. While analyzing a waterfront parcel, Victor must apply the concept involving a broker's market minus based estimate used to help a client make listing or offering decisions. Which answer should be selected? Option A, a comparative market analysis. Option B, effective gross income. Option C, replacement cost. Option D, functional obsolescence. The correct answer is option A, comparative market analysis. The analysis compares recent sales, active listings, and market conditions. Its purpose is practical pricing guidance for a transaction. It is not a formal appraisal unless performed by a person acting within appraisal licensing authority. Stressed about your real estate? We can take real estate for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 19. Which real estate term is defined by the total income a property could produce at full occupancy and stated rent levels? Option A, the accrued depreciation. Option B, potential gross income. Option C, comparative market analysis. Option D, adjustment. The correct answer is option B, potential gross income. Other recurring property income may then be added. This amount assumes every rentable space is occupied and all scheduled rent is collected. Vacancy and collection losses must be deducted to reach a more realistic revenue measure. Question 20. In a transaction involving a historic residence, which rule controls when there is the actual amount paid in a specific transaction? Option A, sales comparison approach. Option B, substitution. Option C, market price. Option D, a gross rent multiplier. The correct answer is option C, market price. It can differ from a supported value opinion because of motivation, financing, or unusual circumstances. One sale should be interpreted in the context of the wider market. The figure records what one buyer and one seller agreed upon. Question 21. A landlord asks about the current cost to construct a building with equivalent utility using modern materials and standards. Which answer provides the legally accurate concept? Option A, reproduction cost. Option B, the accrued depreciation. Option C, highest and best use. Option D, replacement cost. The correct answer is option D, replacement cost. Depreciation is subtracted when the method is used to value an existing improvement. It is often more practical than reproducing outdated design or craftsmanship. The estimate does not require an exact duplicate of the existing structure. Question 22. Daria encounters loss in value caused by influences outside the property boundaries during a pre-listing meeting. Which principle should guide the analysis? Option A, external obsolescence. Option B, functional obsolescence. Option C, conformity. Option D, replacement cost. The correct answer is option A, external obsolescence. Nearby nuisances, adverse land uses, or economic decline can reduce demand. The owner usually has limited ability to cure the source. Market comparison helps measure the effect on value. Question 23. Which choice best matches the description of valuation method comparing the subject with recently sold similar properties? Option A, appraisal. Option B, sales comparison approach. Option C, income capitalization approach. Option D, the effective gross income. The correct answer is option B, sales comparison approach. The adjusted evidence indicates how the market values the subject. Comparable sales are adjusted for meaningful differences in features, location, condition, and transaction terms. This method is especially useful when many similar properties have sold. Question 24. During review of a rental home in Hagerstown, the parties discussed the principle that a buyer will not pay more for a property than the cost of an equally desirable alternative. Which term applies? Option A, replacement cost. Option B, sales comparison approach. Option C, substitution. Option D, physical deterioration. The correct answer is option C, substitution. Comparable opportunities place an upper limit on rational pricing. Adequate time and informed decision minus making are assumed. The principle supports all three major valuation approaches. Question 25. An exam scenario presents a decrease in a superior property's value due to the influence of lower minus quality neighboring properties. Which answer is most accurate? Option A, market price. Option B, physical deterioration. Option C, comparative market analysis. Option D, regression. The correct answer is option D, regression. Location and neighborhood consistency therefore matter in valuation. A highly improved property may not command its full potential in a less desirable setting. The surrounding market limits the return on overimprovement.